Today we're going to be talking about the best 3 most humane methods to prevent your dog from biting people. Hi, I'm a professional dog trainer with over 25 years of experience training dogs and their humans all over the world. My goal is to help you have the best well-adjusted dog possible so that you can live a happy and harmonious life together. All right, let's get started. Now, this could be for any number of reasons that you want to prevent your dog from biting people. Maybe they're a service animal and you don't want them to bite somebody who needs their service. Or maybe you just don't want them to bite people because it could be dangerous, or they could get hurt, or you could get sued, or any number of reasons. So let's talk about the 3 best ways to do this. The first thing is making sure your dog gets plenty of exercise. Dogs are just like humans. If they're pent up too much, they're gonna have a lot more anxiety. They're gonna be more irritable, and they're more likely to lash out and bite when they have unhad enough physical activity. Mental stimulation and social stimulation. So before you even start working on teaching your dog not to bite people, make sure they're getting plenty of exercise, okay? The amount of exercise will vary depending on the breed of your dog, their age, their energy level, etc. But in general, most dogs need at least 1 good solid hour of exercise a day, and that can be broken up into multiple sessions. And keep in mind, exercise isn't just going for a walk around the block. That can be great. But if it's the only thing you do, your dog might not get tired out. Try going to the dog park, playing fetch, going hiking, swimming, running, doing agility. Anything to really get your dog moving and shaking and having fun. It will really help them work off that pent-up energy. And don't forget about mental stimulation. Make sure they're getting some of that as well. They can get just as tired mentally as they can physically. So try things like hiding and seek, scent work, puzzle toys, chew toys. These can all be great ways to help your dog expend some energy without having to go outside. Once your dog is nice and tired, then let's move on to the next step. Now, it's time to teach your dog to be calm around people. This is very important, especially if you're working with a puppy. Pups explore the world with their mouths. It's how they learn. And if they don't learn how to control their mouth, they can end up hurting somebody very badly with a bite. So it's important to start early with puppies, but it's never too late to teach an old dog new tricks. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use positive reinforcement. We always want to reward the behavior we want to see more of. So we're going to teach our dog to be calm and polite around people. This doesn't mean laying down. It just means being calm and relaxed and not jumping on people or trying to bite them. First, we need a lure. I'm going to use a high-value treat. These are freeze-dried liver treats and they smell amazing. Once your dog is nice and tired from exercise, then hold the treat in your hand close to your dog and say a cue like "go sniff" or "be polite." Then when your dog goes to sniff your hand, immediately give them the treat and praise them enthusiastically. Yes, good dog, yes. That's it. Keep repeating this until your dog has had a chance to sniff your hand several times. If your dog bites or snaps at your hand while you're doing this, end the session right away. Do not allow your dog to bite you at all. Go back outside and get your dog to calm down and relax first, and then come back inside and try again. Be patient. This may take several tries. Once your dog understands that when you hold your hand out, there's a treat available, then you can slowly start backing away with your hand still holding the treat, still saying your cue, go sniff, or be polite, rewarding every time they are polite and don't try to bite you. Again, if they do try to bite you, end the session and go outside and calm them down, and then come back in and try again. Once they've mastered this, then you can try it with friends and family. Have them hold treats in their hands and then let your dog sniff and be polite. Reward with lots of praise and a treat. Again, if your dog tries to bite anybody, end the session immediately and go outside and calm your dog down, and then go back in and try again. It's very important that everybody in your household does this same exact method with the same exact cues. Otherwise, your dog will get very confused. If your dog is not comfortable approaching you calmly for a handshake or a hug or whatever it is you want to avoid, then it's time to go to the next step. Now, if your dog is afraid of people, it can cause them to bite out of fear. So we're going to work on desensitizing your dog to people. Start by having your dog on a leash and approach them in a neutral area where they feel safe. Neutral area is not where they eat or where their bed is. Somewhere that's kind of neutral. A safe space for them where they don't feel threatened. When your dog starts to show signs of fear, stop what you're doing and back away slowly. Don't stare at your dog, but don't turn your back on them either. Just keep your body language nice and open. Once your dog seems calm, then you can slowly approach them again. Keep doing this, slowly approaching them, getting them to feel safe and calm, then slowly backing away. King, don't stare at your dog, but don't turn your back on them either. Just keep your body language nice and open. Eventually, your dog should become less fearful of you and be willing to approach you calmly. Then you can start adding distance and have them come up to you from further away, still rewarding them with praise and treats for being calm and not biting. If your dog does bite you out of fear, do not punish them. This will only make their fear worse. Instead, go outside and calm them down, and then go back in and try again. Again, be patient. This may take several tries. Then, you can try this with other people. Have them be neutral in their body language and approach your dog slowly and calmly. Reward your dog with praise and treats for being calm and not biting. Be patient and consistent, and eventually your dog will learn that people aren't scary and they won't bite out of fear. If none of those two options work for you, then you have a third option. If your dog is aggressive toward specific people or animals, then it might be best to avoid that person or animal altogether. Okay. If it's a person, then tell them not to approach your dog. Or offer your dog treats from a distance, and then let your dog decide if they want to go to them. If it's another animal, then keep your dog on a leash and avoid that animal altogether. If you must pass by that animal, then make sure to have high-value treats in your pocket and distract your dog with the treat. Also, you may want to consider putting your dog in a doggy backpack. There are all kinds of cool ones out there now that are front-loaded, back-loaded. There are different styles. You can find one that works for you and your dog. This can be a great way to prevent your dog from biting out of fear or frustration. Remember, consistency is key with all of these methods. If everyone in the household is on board and consistent with their training, then you will succeed. Be patient with your dog and don't get frustrated. If they bite you, don't punish them. Just go outside and calm them down and then go back in and try again. Positive reinforcement and desensitization are the keys to success. I hope these tips were helpful. Please let me know how they work for you in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please share it with your friends. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for watching.
See you soon.